Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Lucky Wolf and today I'm going to be playing some more VGC Regulation G on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ranked ladder, and I'm going to be using a hard Trick Room team today. I couldn't tell you last time I used hard Trick Room. I am really excited, so let's get to twisting those dimensions. This is the team I am going to be rocking with today, and this team did get, I believe, top 45 in the most recent global challenge, and this team did take some pretty massive inspiration from the team that was used to get second in the global challenge before that. And as you can see, we are hard TR here. We are hard Trick Room, and I would say we have some fairly standard-ish sets. However, if we do look at the Calyrex, we are running Never Melt Ice instead of something like a Clear Amulet. Clear Amulet is definitely the most popular item for the Calyrex Ice Rider. However, we have the Never Melt Ice, which will increase the damage output of Ice-type moves. Additionally, you do see that correctly, we are running Roar on our Ursaluna, and this is fantastic because if we can call it correctly, we can roar out other Trick Room setters. Or let's say my opponent wants to reset the Trick Room, we can roar out their Trick Room setter before they get to reset the Trick Room. Additionally, if my opponent is trying to click Imprison, they click Imprison, I click Roar, because Trick Room has minus priority. I click the Roar, I roar out the Imprison mod, I get to set my Trick Room, then that turn the Flame Orb activates. Now we're sitting in Trick Room with our Flame Orb Ursaluna, Guts Ursaluna, ready to go. So there are definitely some really fun aspects of this team I'm really hoping to show off. We are running Terra Grass Gallade, and you do see the Clear Amulet on the Gallade. Not opting for a Psychic type move, as we do have the Psychic coverage in the Indeedee and in the Hatterene, so we are rocking that Leaf Blade, the Sacred Sword, the Night Slash, and the Trick Room as well. So Gallade's a mod I also haven't really, I don't think I've used since Regulation H. So I'm excited to see what the Gallade can do in Reg G. I'm really excited about this team. We just have Banded Urshifu as well, Banded Water Ursh. And the cool thing about Water Ursh, right, or either Urshifu, is that Unseen Fist ability. And why I think that is so potent in Trick Room is because usually opponent's best way, one of the most standard ways to stall out the Trick Room if you can't stop it from going up, is simply protecting. You get to waste, you can weave in double protects, you can protect, that way you are wasting the turn so that when Trick Room is over, you can bring in your faster mons and you can sweep from there. However, no protects are up, unless there's a Weezing on the field, unless there's neutralizing gas, but usually no protects, not even a single protect, would be effective on the field into our Choice Band Surging Strike Urshifu. So I really hope I can show that off as well, because I think that's a really diabolical way to be able to neutralize one of the most popular ways to stall out Trick Room. So without further ado, I'm excited for this team. So without further ado, let's get into some games. Alrighty, first, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, oh my gracious, oh my heavens. Okay. First game of the day, wow. Okay, let me take a sip of water, and then I can metabolize this. Give me one second. Okay, so we do see a Sun team, right? We do see a Sun team. The Koraidon providing Sun for the Chi-Yu, providing Sun for the Venusaur, providing Sun for the Raging Bull as well, and they also have a Psy-Spam mode. And the thing is, with a mon like Indeedee, the Indeedee can click Imprison, the Indeedee can click their own Trick Room. So do I... they lead their Indeedee, right? I'm actually quite worried. A part of me really does want to go the Ursaluna mode, but I think I'll do this. I do think I'll do this. I honestly kind of like the Psy Spam. I do kind of like the Psy Spam mode here. I feel like it hits things pretty well, but I feel like I should bring Bear. I'm gonna go this mode. I'm not super convinced. I think I maybe should be going my Bear here. But I like the other Psy Spam Mons, if I don't get Trick Room up. I don't like Bear as much if I'm not able to get up Trick Room. But I think they should lead their Indeedee. Yeah. Okay, so does their Indeedee click Trick Room here? I have no reason to Terra either of my Mons here, I don't think. So I'm gonna click Follow Me. Psychic Seed, okay. I think you either Imprison or you Trick Room. So I am gonna click nothing else but this. Because I have plenty of ways to set Trick Room in the back as well. Like every single Pokemon literally every single Pokemon I brought has the Trick Room button. Tachyon goes up. Okay, we devour that. Yo, Indeedee feasting. Okay, that felt great. Is that Trick Room? Did you set Trick Room for me? And that's why I never click it there. That's why I never click it there. Because, like I said, I have Follow Me on the board. I have Follow Me and Damage, right? So I don't need to set Trick Room. Like, I also have Trick Room on the Cali. I have Trick Room on both of these Pokemon as well, and I think I have plenty of support that if they do click Imprison, that I can KO the Indeedee and just be in a great spot. But I will just Follow Me. I could Helping Hand and Terra Water, to be completely fair, but I think Follow Me is just fine. Yep. Okay, I mean, I'm going to +1. I was gonna say maybe the only way out of this is if they click something like Terra Water. I mean, the game's far from over yet. The game is far from over, but I get to go to +1 here. I probably should be playing this a little bit more aggressive, to be fair, as well. Like, I think that would have been a fine turn to click Terra Water and then click swap into another one of my sweepers instead of having Indeedee on the field. So that's definitely something I want to look at. I would not say... I'm definitely... I do love Trick Room. Like, I legitimately do love playing Trick Room. Yeah, I gotta go Terra Water here, I think. I legitimately do love playing Trick Room. And it's definitely something I am looking at getting better at. And so I think that is how I would get better. Is I should have swapped there. Absolutely should have swapped there. Because I could have Terra'd to cover for... If they don't protect and they Tachyon, right? Then all I have to do is I should have Terra'd to... I should have Terra'd to cover for the Tachyon, and then I would have been in a fine spot. But now they will pick up the Indeedee. Like, unless they go for, Expanding Force, which I actually think would be a pretty good play from them. I really do think that would be a decent play from them. But I really haven't taken too much damage. So I feel pretty happy about this. But they actually Tachyon. Okay. Okay, here? Yeah, I do think I bring in Glade. I do really like the Glade here, and the reason I'm gonna bring in Glade over, my other Mon... How many more turns of Trick Room? Do I have 2? 2. Okay. That should be enough to get done what I need to get done, but I'm gonna Sacred Sword here, and this covers for if they want to swap in their fish as well. Yeah, this covers for if they want to swap in their fish. They're gonna cancel. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I just, like... I think you probably have to get... You have to go... You have to get at least a double protect. You have to get a double protect with... You have to get a double protect with your... I can think of the Tachyon Cutter Mon. You have to get a double protect with that Mon, or you boost me, and then you have to bring in your last Mon, and then you have to get probably, like, legitimately a triple with the Koraidon, because I am at this next turn. I will be at +1, I go to +2, so I will get a +1 lance off into the Koraidon. You have to go Terra Fire there, so you resist the lance, but then I get to go for a massive Sacred Sword for a ton of damage. So I just don't think my opponent had a good out there. I think that game really shows, like, how oppressive Trick Room can be. I do think I didn't play it perfectly. I think I should have Terra'd, swapped out the Indeedee. I think that would have been a little bit better. It would have put on even more pressure, and I think I played turn 1 to the absolute best of my ability. I didn't want to rip the Terra immediately, so the Follow Me felt safe, and the Glacial Lance, like, they set Trick Room for me, and then we were off to the races, because I'm using a horse. We were off to the races. Okay, I'll see myself out. Okay, second game of the day, and they are Expanding Horse. We're Expanding Horse, but we're a different kind of Expanding Horse. Okay. We are Terra Water on you, yes. Okay. They do have their own Trick Room mode in the Ursaluna and the Indeedee, which is quite interesting. What is my safest way to get up Trick Room and then sweep with my Trick Room mode? It is important to note we do not have Wide Guard on this Mon. So, like, if they click Hyper Voice or if they click Astral, we cannot protect ourselves with that. Let me just check this Terra real quick. Psychic, okay. I can maybe threaten the Wide Guard, because, like, they don't know my set, so I could maybe threaten the Wide Guard, but I think I want to, do I want to bring just the opposite? That's probably Water Ursh. So I feel like Psy Spam would be very good into that. I really want to go the Ursh mode. I feel like I brought the Psy Spam mode last time. We didn't really get to see it too much, but I really, really want to show off the Ursh. I do think if I can get Urshi in a good position, we could go a little bit mad here. But they do have Follow Me. So arguably, I should have brought the Psy Spam mode, I think, actually. Okay. Is this Imprison? That is the important thing to be asking here, I think. Psychic Seed, okay. Do I play it like I played the last game? Terra Grass could be quite nice here. I'm gonna click Glacial and Follow Me. I want to see what they go for here. I think this is an okay way to play it. Now, they do click Surging. Indeedee will absolutely go down to that. So I don't know this exact Indeedee spread, but seeing that damage, I want to say that's a boosting item, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yep. Massive damage on the Indeedee. Okay, let me try something. Okay, I think I have to Terra here. I think I always lock Surging. The issue is I kind of... Oh, it's awkward. Yeah, I don't think I should have a way to win this one. I'm gonna click U-turn. I'm gonna click Terra Water here. And I don't think I could have gotten the Roar off either, unless I went Follow Me Roar, which I don't think makes it... Well, I guess I could've. Doesn't make a ton of sense, though, really, for me to click that, I don't think. This is gonna come down to what kind of Calyrex are they? Pew! That did so much damage! I thought we were bulky! That's actually crazy work. That is crazy work. Okay, we bring in Bear. And we click Glacial. That is their Calyrex, okay. It should be Expanding Force, and I think if it specs Expanding Force, there's just not really anything we can do. I will always try to click Trick Room here. I think I try to sacrifice the Ursh. But this should just be expanding, and this should just be a double up into my horse, and I think there's no way I can live. Now that's interesting. Now that's interesting. I did not expect that at all. Okay, well, I cannot hit the horse. That's not good. Because I'm running close combat. I cannot hit the horse. That is majorly unfortunate. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so it should be Sash, as they didn't What? What is this game I am playing right now? Okay, I'm gonna ask a crazy question. Is there any way that it's specs disable? I don't trust ladder, okay? I've been hurt by ladder so many times. I do not trust ladder. Wild stuff. Wild work from my opponent. I'm gonna have to headlong again in case they're Terra Ghost. I have to headlong again in case they're Terra Ghost. We see the Terra, okay. I think it makes sense now. It makes sense now. Oh, they're Terra Fairy, okay. I clicked headlong if I can live. They're not Terra Normal. Okay, I do get my headlong off. Bah! Great damage. Great damage, okay. And their Rocky Helmet! Oh, I'm double slower? Okay, the close combat does crazy work there, okay. And what do you click? Okay. Does another close combat KO. No more weirdness. How much was a Trick Room? 2. Okay. Still disabled? Okay, there's a faster way for me to check that, but oh. Chat, I'm sorry. Okay, come on. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Protect, okay. They need a double. They need a double. Yo, this is wild work. I should have clicked Facade, but the Facade doesn't cover for if they're Terra Ghost. So I'm okay with what I clicked there. Oh, but now my move's no longer disabled. Classic. Classic. No double protect. Get out of here. Let's go. What was this game? Like, I get it. I really do get it because they were playing for the... They're playing for the Terra Fairy Blood Moon. They're playing for the Terra Fairy Blood Moon endgame. And the way they clicked disable, to me, I feel like they have to know the team. Because most Callies, instead of running close combat, would run Stump, would run High Horsepower, right? And High Horsepower is not resisted into a Terra Fairy bear. So I am curious about that play. Maybe they thought I wouldn't set Trick Room, but I think, and it was very clear, I think Trick Room really benefited me that game. So maybe I conditioned them to think that I wasn't going to click Trick Room by simply never clicking Trick Room with all of my Trick Room mons. So that was an absolutely wild game, an absolutely wild kind of like come from behind victory. I really think my opponent played the early game very well, but it was the disable turn where then I was able to... It was the disable turn where then I was able to set Trick Room and click close combat for the KO, and then be double slower than their Blood Moon. Yeah, wild game. Wild, wild, wild game, but I'm really happy I didn't give up on that one. So I'll catch you, whoa, these games, they've been something. I will catch you in a game 3 for today. Oh, no! Okay, we have an Ice Horse Mirror, which honestly is one of my least favorite... I almost feel like the most dangerous Pokemon for Ice Horse to play against is other Ice Horse. And I actually like it, so my opponent does have dual terrain. So they're kind of saying, like, whatever terrain I want is what we're gonna have. Okay. So how do I feel about the mirror? I do not have Wide Guard on this friend. And I think I'd feel better if I did, because they have double Hyper Voice, as well as Glacial Lance here. As well as, I don't know what Cobalion does. As well as, I have no clue what Cobalion does. Okay. I think I like this. I'm gonna try it. This is like a really dangerous matchup, though. Like, to be completely honest. This is a pretty dangerous matchup. I think it's just gonna come down to speed tiers, really. Who does Trick Room benefit more? I think me. But I don't have the pace for this team, so I don't know. Yup, okay. I think on this board, Trick Room benefits me more. Specifically on this board, I think it benefits me more. I could close combat the Cobalion, but I don't really want to lower my defenses. Do I get punished for going Terra Water? They have a Rillaboom, which could be bad. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Glacial, I'm gonna swap into my Ursh. Maybe I'm supposed to click Trick Room here, but I'm gonna go Glacial, swap into my Ursh, and then Bandit Ursh is gonna be doing some nasty work here, hopefully. Hopefully! Oh, they tear the Cobalion to steal, okay. I can absolutely live with that. I think. I think I was supposed to click Trick Room here. Surging still looks pretty nasty, so I'll take it. But we will get to see speed tiers here at the very least. So then I can know if I should be clicking Trick Room next turn. That's what I figured they would do. Yep. Glacial, okay. So I should definitely click Trick Room. In other news, I should click Trick Room. Lefties, okay. I'm gonna Trick Room Surging here. Like, I'm going for it. I am absolutely going for it. And I still have my Indeedee safe and sound in the back if they do want to bring in their Rillaboom here. But I think I always target down the Cobalion. I think. Because the fact that they're a Steel type, I don't have the best ways to get around it, and they are boosting up their physical defense. So I think this has to be my move here. But it is cool. Like, I think Iron Defense Cobalion is actually very cool. They do Body Press. Probably should have swapped into my Indeedee. So that's a big problem here. Oh, they also click Trick Room? Okay, I also click Trick Room? Okay, they're getting more lefties back. Okay, that was a very, very good turn for my opponent. But if they think I won't click it again, like, I will definitely click Trick Room again here. I will absolutely click Trick Room again. I will click Expanding Force here. I will 100% click it again. Let's see what they want to go for, though. They made a couple really, really good plays in a row, though. I do want to see how much this does. They click Glacial, that's fine. I mean, fine's a strong word, but yeah, we're nice and alive. I get some absolutely nasty damage here. Oof, that's great damage. Such good damage. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna click Glacial again. And Expanding. Because you don't really want to swap it. You can swap in your Rillaboom here, but you don't really want to swap it in, I don't think, on a Glacial. Yeah, they're just gonna let me have this Expanding into Glacial. Oh! Oh, pardon me! Oh! Pardon me, okay. Single target. Never Melt Ice boosted. Glacial coming in. Nasty, let's see. Maybe? It's enough! Let's go! Okay. Okay, what are you cooking for me now? I think there should be no way we can come back into this. They had that was a very, very good play. Like, they called my Trick Room perfectly. I think the turn they Body Pressed, I should have swapped into my Indeedee to cover for the Body Press, but keeping Indeedee safe, like, if they have Rillaboom here, keeping Indeedee safe is gonna be massive. Sylveon, okay? And what? Oh, I love Shiny Sylveon! Rillaboom, okay. Okay. They already Terra'd. +1, Never Melt Ice. Glacial. Swap in Indeedee. Right? This is the play. This is the play, if I'm not mistaken. And this is exactly why I kept Indeedee alive. I knew if I was gonna go Terra Water, I was gonna need to keep my Indeedee, 1, for redirection, 2, to make sure they couldn't glide or fake out, to stall out more turns. They already Terra'd, so you can't get away from this, but... Horse. Horse! We got the horses in the back, but not at all because I led with it, you know? Yeah, no. Like, games like this can be really, really wild. Like, this is the exact reason that I wanted to bring this is the exact reason that I wanted to bring the hat, and I'm really happy I got to show off the damage output from hat, because that was not a crit. That was not a crit, that was just a life orb Hatterene damage, because I wanted to make sure I had a way to get around if they were going to click Iron Defense. And I do think my opponent played that we've actually had, like, this game and the Shadow Rider game, there have definitely been some games where my opponents played the beginning of the game really well, and I think that's the thing about this team. Even if your opponent has a couple great turns, the damage output and the bulk is just so much that you can withstand those good turns from your opponent and then hit back with enough force that you can still win the game. So I'm really, really happy with the showcase of this team, and I will see you in the rental code area for my final thoughts. I'm so happy I was able to show off most of the parts of this team pretty well, and I will say, in that last game, I really do think Never Melt Ice really genuinely mattered. We actually didn't face one opponent that had Intimidate. Not a single opponent had Intimidate. So I think having Never Melt Ice was really huge, because we didn't have to be worried about the Intimidate because we didn't face a single one, and we got to really take advantage of the extra damage output from the Glacial Lance thanks to the Never Melt Ice item. So really, really fun team. I think Trick Room is and I have said this so much if you've been around the channel. Playing Trick Room is a fantastic way, to me, to be able to learn positioning. Because Trick Room really says, especially a hard Trick Room team, Trick Room really says, okay, I'm giving myself 5 turns. I'm winning in those 5 turns. You know, like, it's really, and that's one thing when I'm using this team that I really want to look at myself, is how well did I do positioning-wise. Like, regardless of win or lose, I think I could always be better at my positioning to make sure I'm always putting on the most pressure possible, because that's the whole point of Trick Room, to make sure that I am not clicking Follow Me Trick Room if I don't need to. Can I get away with clicking Trick Room and Glacial Lance? Can I get away with clicking Trick Room and Expanding Force? You know, and I think it's finding those little changes in how you're playing that can really make you grow as a player, and can really make you grow as a Trick Room player as well. But I do want to say, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. If you did enjoy this content at any time, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If not, feel free to do exactly none of that. And I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing rest of their day. Okay, that's it from me. Bye!